Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to Mixed Notes. That's the name of the show right there. I am the Fantasy Tyrant, of course. So good to see whoever's there. Nicholas, what's up, my man? Good to see you. We're going to get started here in just a second. I don't know what the fuck keeps going up with this crazy shit. I don't know what I'm on this like streaming service here called StreamYard. I don't know if any of the rest of you have ever heard of it, but anyway, so I don't know what the fuck is going on with this shit over here. It's crazy. It's like a bunch of fucking, like, it looks like bugs or something. I don't know. It's fucking nuts. I'm going to try to fix it. It has to do with the lighting or something. But what's crazy is when I do my regular shows, as you all know, it doesn't look like that. See, I can make myself disappear. There we go. That's fun. Hey, look, I'm just like, hey, rah. I can do the whole show like this. That'll be fun, right? Hold on, let me fix it here. See, as soon as I show up, it's like this weird shit over here. Or like it's there's yellow on my shirt and it acts like it's green. I don't know what the hell's wrong with this crazy streaming shit that I have to do. It's fucking nuts. Anyway, welcome to Mixed Notes. I'm gonna try to find some weird balance. I don't know, who gives a shit? Let's just do it. There's shit going on in my hat. Let me change my hat. Maybe that'll help too. I don't know. I'm gonna turn on a light. Give me a second. Let me adjust the light here. Bear with me. We'll get into it. Put your questions down here. All right. Put your questions down there. I'm gonna try to adjust some things here. That might have helped a little bit, eh? Maybe. For some reason, like as soon as I sit down, it's like it comes back. Maybe it's just my aura. Maybe like my aura is black and fucking crazy. I don't know. Maybe I'm like evil. And who knows? Who knows? All right, let's see. That should be good. I'm going to change my hat. Somehow I think that's going to help. I don't know. All right. Hey, got some more people in here. What's up? Okay. That didn't make any difference with the shirt. But it's a little better over there or whatever. I don't know. What the fuck is going on with this? What? My hat's black. What the? What? It's not green at all. What the hell's going on? I don't know. Hold on. Let me fix this shit. I don't know if that's any better, but whatever. Who gives a fuck? All right? We'll deal with it. We can do the notes without it. Thank you for sticking around after that. So, hey, what's up, everyone? Big week happening this week, isn't it? A lot of crazy shit going down. A lot of crazy shit going down, and we're going to talk about it all. And if I miss something, let me know. But I'm going to cover as many things as we can here on Mixed Notes. So I hope you're all doing well. And we're going to get into, okay, so Mixed Notes again. Like I say, every week, it's a new tagline each week. This time it's Mixed Notes, a fantasy football show that's as informative as the evening news, but as funny as the evening news. So, all right, let's get into it. Again, if you got some questions and shit down there, go or put them down there. I'll take a look at something here. Nicholas is like, you're about to teleport from a different location, different dimension. Welcome to Quantum Leap. You know what the fuck is going on with this shit? It's crazy. Look at this, like my hands and shit. Like, dude, this is terrible. I gotta find a better streaming program because this is no good. I mean, like just like my regular shit that I shoot with and I edit myself. I do a better job than this thing does. Damn, it's worse than Zoom, for Christ's sake. All right. Anyway, let's ignore it. Let's just move on to actual news that has to do with football and not the streaming service that I'm paying for to use that sucks. And I got to find a new one. So, hey, if you guys know of a good streaming service that doesn't like do this kind of shit, let me know in the comments because I got to try something that's better than this crap. Anyway. So, yeah, obviously StreamYard's not going to want to hire me on to do their shit because it sucks. So, anyway, let's ignore it, though. JC from Connecticut, what's up? I'm assuming that's what you mean by CT and not like JC from Cash Transit or something. I don't know. Anyway, so let's start with the first big piece of news here, and we got a bunch of them. I bet you can't even guess which one we're gonna do first. Maybe you can. I don't know. But I'm starting off with this. Former Raiders wide receiver Henry Ruggs was released by the team after his involvement in a fatal drunk driving incident that resulted in a death, unfortunately. Henry Ruggs' blood alcohol level at the time was twice the legal limit at 0.161. And he was driving his Corvette at 156 miles an hour. Good God. At the time of the accident. Yeah, of course that resulted in a fucking death. Holy shit. Lucky his fucking car didn't goddamn explode. It was up from Detroit. Speaking of cars, man. As the Motor City. What's up? We're talking about the Corvette going at 156 miles an hour for Henry Ruggs. Holy shit. Anyway, that's fucking crazy. I think like the cop said something like, it's the fastest he'd ever seen. Like, geez, all right. Go to the Autobahn in Germany. You want to see some real shit. But anyway, so yeah, that's crazy. He now Ruggs himself suffered neck injuries, but the driver of the other car, unfortunately, did not make it. They passed. So Ruggs' bail was set at $150,000. He's on an electric monitoring program, so he's got a human boot. And he's been ordered to stay off drugs and alcohol. His license and passport were suspended and revoked. He was charged with DUI resulting in death, which is a Class B felony in Nevada, as well as reckless driving resulting in death, and possession of a loaded weapon. And a partridge in a pear tree, basically, right? Fuck, Jesus. Let's just add them all on. With all this together, he faces 3 to 20 years in prison. And yet Yahoo still has him listed as questionable. Aaron Rodgers will not play in this game this Sunday, as he is on the COVID protocol, which is very unfortunate because that game between the Packers and Chiefs could be a great one. And without Rodgers, I don't think it's going to be quite so great. We'll get to see what Jordan Love is all about. What's with the love? We get a little love on Sunday, right? Yeah, we'll see what that's about. Nicholas, I'm going to get to a question here in just a second. But yeah, so apparently Rodgers contracted COVID and lied about his vaccination status. Apparently he said he was vaccinated but was not, which makes us wonder, did that play into all the crazy shit that was going on in the beginning of the season? I don't know. Could be. But anyway, so Aaron Rodgers should recover by next week. Yeah, we're not going to have – I don't know. Make sure you tell StreamYard that you can see a name because I don't know who Facebook user is. We can never have the State Farm Bowl. It's not going to happen. Not this time. Maybe in the Super Bowl. Hey, we don't know. We don't know unless someone else gets COVID. Who the fuck knows? But anyway, but anyway, we here in the Fantasy Kingdom want to extend our positive and healing energies and support for Aaron Rodgers at this time, and we wish him well, and we wish him to get well soon. Except for those of us who are facing teams that have him in Week 10, in which case we say, "Stay sick, you lying son of a bitch." And I wonder if like the Calvin Ridley thing is related to that, like I wonder if Calvin Ridley is like, oh shit, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here before they catch me not vaccinated or something. I don't know what his personal issues are, but as if you didn't know, Calvin Ridley took his ball and went home. Yeah, that's crazy. Now you got Sharp and Gage left at wide receiver for Matt Ryan. In other words, they're drafting a wide receiver next season. Trade talk. This was we had the trade deadline this week, right? Crazy shit. But you know what? Nothing really happened. Not much. We had all this talk about the Deshaun Watson possibly getting traded to the Dolphins. So I mean, it's we had other little trades talking about here and there, like who's going to go, but not really much happened. Probably the biggest trade though was Von Miller being traded to the Rams for 2 second-round picks, which of course is exactly what the fucking Rams needed to have their defense get better, right? Fuck. As a Niners fan, this is bullshit. Stop getting better, goddammit. Anyway, mixed notes. I love it, don't you? Get more people in here. What the fuck? I sent out like some shit trying to invite people in, like, okay, let's get 1 million people fucking in here. And no one's like, only 4 people in. But I love you 4 guys or gals. I don't know if you guys or gals. I don't care who you are. I guess I shouldn't assume gender, but you 4 people, I love you. Anyway, let's move on. So, Michael Thomas revealed that he is going to miss the rest of the season with complications with his ankle injury. Great. Resulting, I think, I was reading something that said that his ankle injury, the setback is that it resulted in a case of, I don't want to play for this team anymore, itis. So, serious case there. Let's hope he gets well soon and gets traded or whatever. All right. Yeah. And finally, in our headlines here, although Beckham Jr. was excused from practice earlier today, probably because of complaints that he's been making about his usage. Earlier in the week, Odell Beckham's father, OBS, like OBJ, but it's S because it's senior, right? There you go. Odell Beckham Sr., right? He was posting videos of Baker Mayfield not throwing the ball to his son, which prompted LeVar Ball to say, "Hey, man, stay out of it. It's your kid's life. Chill out." Jeez. Anyway, hey, so that's it for the headlines there. We're going to take some questions real quick. So if you got some questions, go ahead and put them down there. And then we're going to head on to the injury updates and things, okay? So let's see. I'm going to look up here. What do we got? Nicholas, so what do you think about trading Kamara, Godwin, and Hurts to receive Kyler Murray, James Robinson, and Tyreek Hill? Oh, let's see. Yeah, do it. It's good. Looks good to me. Fuck, shit. I mean, I'll go over each of the guys to let you know why. So with Kamara, the thing I'm worried about is if Winston's out for a while, then we got Taysom Hill, he's trending towards starting. He's trending toward looking good enough to start this week. And if you remember last season when Breeze was out and how Taysom Hill and Kamara, they didn't play together very well. Taysom Hill basically wanted to be Kamara, and since he was quarterback, he got to make those decisions, I guess. And Kamara kind of found his way out of the offense there, and Kamara owners were tearing the fucking hair out of their skull. So hopefully we don't see that happen again, but I worry that we do. Godwin is Godwin. He's been fine. He's fine. Hurts, until he's injured, he had one bad week. It was the only week last week where he didn't score 20-plus fantasy points. So I think he's going to be fine. I like him. But Kyler Murray I like more. James Robinson, he will produce at close to Kamara's level, the way that Kamara's been playing now, and I worry about that getting even worse with Taysom Hill starting. And then Tyreek Hill, the Chiefs are going to figure it out. They're not going to be this bad all fucking season. Man, please don't make me eat my words. I'll just rather eat this. All right. So thank you. What do we got here? Oh, Nicholas, dude, you're killing it here with me. Yeah. By the way, nice call on Carter last week in DFS. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know who else I called last week too? And speaking of DFS, it was my double deep danger dive of the week. Boston Scott. And he's now a number one pickup on the waiver wire this week. If you haven't seen the waiver wire show, go check it out. Don't turn this show off and go look at it. Wait till afterwards, okay? Wait till afterwards. I appreciate it. But, check out the waiver wire show if you haven't. And it's pretty good. So, anyway, what else? Alejandro Meza, the winner of the grand prize giveaway. He's requested his Max Crosby jersey, and that should be on its way to him here shortly. So, congratulations, Alejandro. And you got a question here. Mason Crosby. Speaking of Crosby's, that'd be Cosby. Anyway, not Crosby. So Mason Crosby versus Kansas City or Younghoe Koo versus the Saints. I just think that it's a lot more guaranteed for there to be a lot of points scored in the game between the Packers and the Chiefs. So I'm going to say Mason Crosby on this one for that reason. All right. So let's see what else we got. We got no more questions here. If you got more questions, of course, put them right down there. So good to see you all here. We're going to talk about some injuries because there's a lot of them to go over this week. And I was bringing up some injury news. So give me just a second to. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I was going to put on some smooth jazz. I don't know why I forgot to do that. Here. There we go. Yeah, that's right. Make it a little chill out here. We're going to talk about the news. Here we go. We're going to talk about mixed notes. Yeah, as you listen to some mixed notes coming at you in your eardrums. All right. What Saints quarterback should I pick up? Simeon or Hill? Yeah, that bass, right. Or Jordan Love. Hey, I think it's going to be Taysom Hill. And I think he's going to do the same shit he did last year. He's not going to get you a lot through the air, but those legs are going to get you some touchdowns. Yeah. Dude, I like this, the rhythm. I like this vibe we're getting here. Yeah. Why didn't I do this earlier? From now on, we're doing this for mixed notes. It's good. I like it. A little jazz rhythm. All right. Liking it. Okay, so we're going to go over some injury news. If you have any more questions, go ahead and put them down there, and I will get to them. But let's talk about the major injuries. So hold on. I'm bringing up some stuff. I had some other things I'm talking about. AJ Green. He just went on the COVID protocol. He's got the Zona Corona, right? Yeah, that's been an issue. Not as bad as the Packers, my God. Like them and the Giants. The Giants had, I think it says 31 cases that were tested, but only one came back positive. So that's good. And Saquon Barkley had positive, but apparently that was a false positive. So I don't know what's going on with that. It sounds to me like he's going to miss one more week, though. That's what I'm hearing as far as Barkley's concerned. All right? So let's, man, we heard about the Michael Thomas shit. He's out indefinitely. And then we're going to look down here. Chase Edmonds popped up as questionable due to a shoulder injury, but we know he's okay with that. A lot of questionables are going to pop up, so I'm going to skip a few of them. I'm going to go only to the ones that I know are a deal. Of course, we know Calvin Ridley ain't playing anymore, so that's that. Let's see if you have specific people you want to hear about. Of course, we know what happened. The big one, of course, being Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's injury. It's no fun. For a lot of us, a lot of us good fantasy owners knew that Derrick Henry was the man. It's not that hard to tell. Derrick Henry's the man. Oh, really? Well, I'm really fucking breaking the news there, aren't I? But anyway, he's going to undergo surgery, or he already did yesterday. And So the question is, well, who are you going to pick up? Is it AP or is it McNichols? And here's the thing. I say you got to look at the Eagles situation to give you a little bit of an idea. Because we all thought, oh, Gainwell, it's going to be Gainwell. Gainwell's coming in. He's the one that's getting, leapfrog Boston Scott in the depth chart. So, yeah, we're definitely going Gainwell. Look what happened. That was all Boston Scott. You know why? Because Gainwell is the change of pace back. He's the pass catching back. He's not the run between the tackles back like Boston Scott is. And I'm saying the same shit about the Titans here. McNichols is going to have his same workload, maybe a little bit more, but not much more. All right, they're going to bring in Adrian Peterson. Have you seen how in shape this guy is? Yeah, his son was like, yeah, trust me, he's in shape. He's in shape. No, I'm sorry. Bad joke. He apologized for the abuse and things, you know. We got to give people a second chance. Just a little humor there. Anyway, he looks great. He looks in shape. I like Adrian Peterson as far as that goes. He was my number 2 wide receiver pickup He was my number 2 waiver wire pickup this week. So, second only to Boston Scott. Yeah. So now on to J-Rob. Yeah, James Robinson. We're all worried about that. I own James Robinson in a bunch of leagues. I took him as a number 2 running back, and that paid off a lot after the first few games. But so yeah, he's got a bruised heel. So we don't know exactly how that's going to pan out. From what I'm hearing, though, is that it's going to be on the lesser end of it, which means he might miss this week. It seems to be a surface bruise, not a bone bruise. So that's good. That's good to hear. In fact, I think that his bruised heel is probably going to damage his fantasy point because he's only going to be out 1 week. So I think it's going to damage his fantasy production less than his bruised ego from earlier in the year. All right, so let's take a look at a few more injury updates here, and we'll move on to the end. We don't know what's going to happen, right? Logan Thomas is expected to return from injured reserve, so that's good. Fire him up if you got him. That means all you RSJ owners, time to cut RSJ, right? Ricky Seals-Jones, sorry. Let's see, speaking of Jones, Julio Jones returned to practice Wednesday. Hey, limited practice, but that's a good sign. A lot of people are freaking out. In fact, I had a lot of leagues where people dropped Julio Jones, and I'm like picking his ass up. You kidding me? Hell yeah. I think for the rest of the season, he might be a better play. Especially if King Henry's out, they might go to the pass a lot more. And if that happens, Jones is going to get his. A.J. Brown's going to continue to get his. All right? So for those of you that dropped Julio Jones, bad move. Bad move. All right. Let's continue on here. Like I said, if you have any particular questions for me, including injury questions, I'll hit it up. Let's go back here and check out some questions. I got JC from CT. Wentz or Tannehill this week. Hey, you know what? That's funny that you asked that because that Wentz is a consideration to replace Jameis Winston's part on my show. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. So, but I'll address the question here. Sorry, I'm digging that jazz beat, that jazz bass there. It's good shit. So we got Carson Wentz playing on Thursday. Now he's been all right lately, but his all right is about 20 points. He's always gonna have like the ugliest 20-point game ever. It's exactly what he did last year too. I think that he'll be okay against the Jets. I think he'll get you, 18 to 20 points this week. But I think that's pretty much his limit. As far as Tannehill goes, like I just said, with Henry out, I think they're going to go to the pass a lot more. Now, I do worry, of course, that he's going to be going up against the Los Angeles Rams. But as far as overall, if you have to choose between the two, I give a slight nod to Tannehill. It's a little bit less concerning as far as the defense goes in a couple ways. I think that the pass rush has been all right. They're giving up the 11th fewest fantasy points to opposing QBs, but Wentz on a short week against the Jets, who are actually giving up they're giving up the 10th fewest fantasy points to opposing QBs. So right there, I mean, boom, the matchup's about even. So you got to think of like, well, who's going to get you more points, and it looks like a little bit of a nod to Tannehill on that one. So that's where I'm going. A little bit of a nod to Tannehill. Thank you for the question. My thoughts on D. Williams of KC. All right, so I was talking to some people earlier because there's a lot of people who are talking about Derek Gore, right? I'm like, you know what? I think it's one of those, 1, maybe 2 week flash in the pan kind of things that's going to get you all excited. I think they're going to go to him a little bit more this week, but I think ultimately it's Terrell Williams who's the guy there until CEH comes back. So, sure. I mean, if you really feel like you need to pick up Gore, pick him up. I'm not going to be starting him. I don't think that he's someone. I'm starting Terrell Williams over him. That's for damn sure. I think this week that big matchup with the Packers. Let me double check something here. Let's see, Williams. God, man, that bass is good. It's nice because when I'm looking up shit, you're still like jamming. You're like, fucking yeah. Yeah, let's jam out a little bit. Looking up the information that I need to do my job. All right, so yeah, Green Bay gives up the 16th most fantasy points to running backs. So it's not like, they're not like gold, but they're also not gonna kill you there. So I do like Terrell Williams, definitely more than Gore. And I think, Gore might cut in a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be all that bad, to be honest with you. Let's see. I mean, he still picked up 17 fantasy points last week. I think he's going to be solid. He's a solid dude. All right. I'm okay with him. Thanks. All right. Thoughts on CMC? Oh, Jesus. Here we go again. Those are my thoughts on CMC. Here we go again. It's another year and he's injured, but he's coming back. He's coming back. I'm telling you, he's coming back. Oh, we're taking him off of IR. We're taking him off of, we've got a very, very limited practice for him, so maybe he's not working out this week. And we'll hear it every fucking week until the end of the season. So if you can get rid of CMC, if you can ship him out, do it now. Before it's too late, before you can't get anything for him. You're like, well, what am I going to be able to get for him? Well, it doesn't matter what you're going to get for him now, because you sure as hell ain't going to get for him every fucking week that he doesn't start. You're going to sell him on the fact that, hey, they're taking him off of IR. He'll be back next week. Oh, I'm telling you, he's going to be back next week. Go ahead, do what you need to do. But offload him, I would. I was a CMC owner last year, all right? Once bitten, twice shy, as they say, right? Alejandro, what kickers do you like this week? Usually I hate talking kickers, but man, you're a patron, you're a super freak of mine. I got to answer your question, right? No, I'm kidding. I'm all right with the kicker question. And I usually will save that kind of shit for the Tinker Stinker Power Hour, but let me give you a little bit of a preview, because I've been looking over the kickers. I've been thinking about, I think about all the positions. I don't give a shit. You do what you do. Obviously, kickers are a part of it. I mean, there are some leagues, like I'm in a league that doesn't have kickers or defense. It's kind of cool, actually. I don't have to think about it. But see, part of the strategy is like, okay, well, you're thinking about it. I mean, no, it's not the greatest, most glorious position, but you still have to consider it, right? All right, So, if most people should be streaming kickers. I could go with Tyler Bass and Justin Tucker and Harrison Booker and but that's not going to help you. What is going to help you is picking up kickers like I'm surprised that Greg Joseph is still available. I don't like him so much this week, but the dude's been on fire. 12 points, 10 points, 17 points. The last 6 weeks, it's double-digit fantasy points in all but one where he got 1 point. That's the thing about kickers, that can happen. But he's been solid. Now, he doesn't have the greatest matchup, but matchups are less important in a lot of ways for kickers because it's all about their accuracy. It's all about the offense they're on, how the offense plays, and how good they are in the red zone. That's a big part of it. I also really like Mason Crosby. I think Mason Crosby, there's going to be a lot of points scored against Kansas City. I mean, even without Rodgers there, I still see a lot of points scored. I think there's going to be a lot of Aaron Jones. I think Jones is going to be big in that game. But there's going to be a lot of points scored. But yeah, without Aaron Rodgers there, we're not guaranteed touchdowns. We might be seeing some more field goals. So I really like Mason Crosby this week. Michael Badgley, that's another one. For the Indianapolis Colts, taking over for Goggles there, who had, I think, a groin injury. Yeah, so the New York Jets have given up the second most fantasy points to kickers. He hasn't had, since he's taken over, he's been doing okay. He's got 8.7 points since he took over for Blankenship. So now he hasn't attempted more than one field goal in a game this season, but I think that changes in this game. I think that the Jets are good enough defense to stop you from scoring, a touchdown every time. Or they're going to get up really early, and then they're just going to need, they're going to half-ass it and be kicking field goals here and there. You get some garbage time points out of Michael Badgley. Why not? I like it. There you go. There's some streaming kickers. If you, let's see, let me give you, Daniel Carlson. He's another one there against the Giants. I think that's good. Coming off a bye, yeah, I like it. So if someone dropped, because a lot of people probably dropped him. I mean, he was a top kicker, but a lot of people dropped him. See if he's there. There's another one for you. Anyway, so there you go. There's some kickers. We spent enough goddamn time on kickers. We're gonna move on. All right, Carlos, what's up, my man? I bet you're wondering what the hell I'm gonna do now with the whole famous Heinous Jameis bit. I guess we'll find out, right? Taysom Hill or Mac Jones this week. If Taysom Hill starts, I'm starting him. I saw it happen last year with he gets points with his legs. He just does. It is what it is. All right, here's a little something for you. Mixed notes. All right, we love it. Taysom Hill, I like him this week if he plays. I mean, because you can't consider the quarterback stats so much because he's not a typical quarterback. He's not even like Hurts. It's like a tight end playing quarterback. So he's gonna do a little running around. He's gonna do some tricky do's here and there. A little this, a little bit of that. Man, Atlanta's giving up the fifth most fantasy points of quarterbacks. But I think, for throwing, he's not going to throw a lot. He's not going to have a lot of volume. But he's going to be, using the legs. And, he's back. Concussion. I fire him up. For sure. All right. Good question. Bryce Shoemaker. Hope you're doing well, beating your teachers in your school league or whatever it was, something like that. You're facing off against your teachers or something. Hope you're kicking their ass. Anyway, and I hope I'm helping you. So starting wide receivers, Deontay, Chase, Marquise. Your bench is Higgins, Shepard, Landry, Parker. What are we doing? We trying to swap people out? The only person I'm swapping out there for all is Hollywood Brown. And if I'm doing that, I'm putting in Higgins. Higgins or Parker. I mean, Parker's going to be okay. Honestly, though, Higgins has been, I thought he was going to struggle a little bit coming back. I knew it was going to take him about a second to come back. I knew he'd come back well eventually, but it took him a couple weeks. Boom, he's here. He's ready. He's ready to go. I like Higgins. Put him in there. Throw him in there. But is it going to be, but over Marquise Brown? See, that's the question. That's the question. Look at something real quick. Yeah. This fucking music goes so well with this shit. I don't know why the hell I didn't do this before. It's royalty free too, so it's not like I'm gonna get in trouble or some shit. With Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown has got Minnesota. They're giving up the 6th most fantasy points to wide receivers because they score a lot of points, and people got to score a lot of points against them. Even with Patrick Peterson there, people are scoring fantasy points at the wide receiver. They're throwing it to the guys. It's an air game. It's an air game there. So as far as I'm concerned, you got the right guys in there. Okay, I like Deontay. I like Chase. I like Marquise. You're see you're paying attention and you're figuring out yourself. You don't even need my help eventually. No, but it's always good to come back and get your advice. So thank you. Bryce, you're killing it. Good guy. All right? Kickers' points matter. Yeah, I know, Alejandro, they do. The problem is they're so hard to predict. That's the problem. But, we do the best we can. And I gave you a few there that I really like this week. So hopefully that helps. JC, is Chuba safe to drop? No, sir. No, sir. I would trade CMC and I would keep Chuba. Now, could CMC return? Yeah, he could. And it's likely that he does, to be honest. But at the same time, when and at what capacity? I'm worried about the guy. He's injury prone to me at this point. I'm worried about him. I'm trading him off. Could it turn out? Sure, it could. But if you can get something really good for him right now on a promise, if you are a CMC owner, yeah, hang on to him. If you're not, still hang on to Chuba because, yeah, it could be another week, could be 2 weeks, could be 3 weeks, could be rest of the season, could be some Michael Thomas shit, could be some Calvin Ridley shit. I hope the fuck not. I love you, CMC. Don't go away. Come back, my man. I know you fucked me last year, but I still like you. It's like that ex-girlfriend where you're like, fuck that bitch, but she's got that nice, ass going on. You're like, fuck. She's wearing those pants again. All right, let's do it. Anyway, so, yeah, I think that pretty much covers most everything. I've covered the major injuries, I think. If I missed any, let me know, because, I don't want to miss any, but... So the big question is, oh, wait, no, that's right, I did miss one. There's one major injury we got to talk about, right? Jameis Winston. Because that's what we're going to end the show on. The Jameis Winston situation, right? All right, so let's go over that real quick. The Jameis Winston torn ACL, right? Of course, that means he's gone. He's done. That's it. That's his season. So what are we going to do? No more. Is it going to be famous or heinous? How the fuck am I going to end my show? How is the fantasy timer going to end mixed notes without going to the famous Jameis bit? I don't know, but maybe you can help. Here's the thing. So one of the suggestions that was made is because he's so erratic, and I agree with this. There's a couple guys, all right? But is it going to be Carson Wentz? That's a suggestion. So is Jared Goff. All right? So, let me know what you think. Is it Wentz or Wentz? Or is it Goff or off? I don't know. Which one should we do? Hey, sorry, we got to figure it out by next week. So I don't really have an ending for the show. All right? So I don't know what to tell you. Mixed notes, good times. Love you all. Hey, next week we'll have an ending. Right now it's just... See you all Thursday morning. Tomorrow morning. Is that tomorrow morning? Yeah, it is. What am I thinking? See you tomorrow morning for the Thursday B&B. All right? Until then, be cool.